Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Venus, which on August 7th will transit the sign of Cancer, and it will stay in this sign till the end of this month. So friends, before we will start our discussion customized to all the rising signs, first we will try to understand the general attributes or general theme of this upcoming transit of Venus. So now friends, to begin with, now as you know that somehow Cancer is a sign which gives justification to the innate qualities of the planet Venus, because Venus, which represents beauty, love, harmony, relationship, your financial management, your charisma, elegance in your personality, like all those professions in which relationship management, financial management, public speaking is an integral part. So all those are the profession which gets governed by the planet Venus. Now friends, in the planetary friendship chart, Venus actually sees both Sun and Moon as its enemy, because you have to understand this thing with a logic. See, if you actually want to experience the true nectar of happiness in the relationship, so definitely in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Venus rules the second house. So that in itself means that first you have to see the financial state of the person you are interested in, and not only the financial state but also the values of the person. So once you approve that stage, then you come to the seventh house where you form a bond or a kind of a relationship with that person. And once you have got yourself committed in that relationship, then Venus gets exalted in the 12th house. That in itself means that now you have to surrender yourself completely in the love or for the sake of love. Now when we talk about the energy of the Cancer, so definitely friends, Cancer energy moreover represents the maternal love. Definitely, because even in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Venus and Moon, they both get the directional strength in the 4th house, because in a way 4th house also represents comforts, conveniences and security and all of that. But when we talk about that, you cannot be only governed by emotions while forming an important relationship, and same is the case with the Leo energy as well, which can actually help you to succeed in any public platform or in any artistic creative field. But when we talk about from the relationship perspective, Leo energy has got lot of the prospects of ego and self-importance, which does not do justification to the innate qualities of the unconditional love which Venus represents. So now friends, but the beautiful aspect of this transit of Venus is that during this time when Venus is going to be transiting in the Cancer sign, it is going to be receiving aspect both from the planet Jupiter and Saturn. So definitely Jupiter's aspect, which in a way represents a blessing. So for all those people who have been single for a long time, so running into a prospective partner, like getting married, or any of the important decision making pertaining to buying your own home, buying a new vehicle, can actually materialize during this time. Now whether you are a buyer or whether you deal in all these kind of professions, all those people can get benefited. And just because friends, Saturn is also going to be aspecting the Cancer sign, because it is right now transiting right opposite to the Cancer in the Capricorn. So this is going to be a very restraining aspect, which is definitely going to be keeping your emotions, your feelings in the relationship completely in control, completely in check. And also friends, like just because within the Cancer sign as well, Venus is going to be transiting from 3 important nakshatras like Punarvasu, Pushya and Ashlesha. And the beauty during this month is that because the rulership of Punarvasu goes to the planet Jupiter, which is in a strong dignity. Pushya goes to the planet Saturn, which is also placed in its own sign. And Mercury, like the rulership of Ashlesha, goes to the planet Mercury, which on August 21st is going to enter its sign of exaltation. So the lord of all these 3 nakshatras are also going to be in a strong dignity, which is also a very good sign. So friends, this transit becomes very important for you if you are already going through the dasha of the planet Venus, of the planet Moon, or your important planets are placed in the Cancer sign. And friends, like even if all these things are not getting applicable in your case, in general as well, because the transit of Venus in the Cancer sign somehow gives that feeling of that feel good factor to all of us. So definitely at the time when moon is going to be transiting from the Cancer sign or from its sign of exaltation, definitely feel good factor is one thing which all of us are gonna experience. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say, just a basic overview of this transit. Now even if you want to know from the perspective of like any remedies, like let's say for example you deal in the important Venusian fields, or the prospects of finding a right match for yourself is getting qualified in your case. So this transit and the double aspect of Jupiter and Saturn can actually promise all those signification. So if you want the divine omens to bless you, support you, or the goddess Lakshmi to support you, so I would say the recitation of the Shri Suktam and the Asht Lakshmi Stotram is one thing which you can think about doing. Like this is one thing which I always do as a part of my daily morning prayers. Like even if you have the Shri Yantra at your home, so you can recite this chant, this mantra in front of the Shri Yantra as well. So okay friends, now we will shift our discussion to the customized results. And if you actually want to understand the general results, so like the way, friends, I have already explained this thing, it is a very good energy to have that feel good factor, to have that harmony in your domestic life, and for all those people who are connected with the fields of art and creativity. So creating something which is very nurturing, very nourishing, your emotions coming out of your heart and putting your heart and your emotions in your work, in your craft. So regarding all that front, this transit of Venus in the Cancer sign can be seen as a very good energy. Now friends, starting the customized results, and first with the Aries rising people. So now friends, in your case, Venus has got the rulership of your second house, of your finances, and the seventh house of your relationship, of commercial transactions. So definitely friends, the entry of Venus in the fourth house of yours can be seen as a very good sign. Like let's say for example, for all those people who are looking out for any prospective matrimonial related concerns, things can work out in your favor. If you're already working in the domains of the fourth house, like anything to do with the real estate or home decor, luxury goods, all those people can also get benefited. Definitely friends, this is a very good transit where some auspicious event can also take place within your family as well. So the feel good factor is definitely going to be there, and any important renovation, any important matter of the vehicles or luxury goods can actually work out a lot in your favor. So definitely friends, whether you are aspiring or you're working in any of these domains connected with the planet Venus, and if your ongoing dashas are also running favorable, so I can actually assure very promising, very good time for all the Aries Lagna people. Now friends, as you know that during this month as well, your ascendant lord is very soon going to be transiting in your second house as well. So the matters of your finances are definitely going to get triggered up during this month. And once Mercury is also gonna transit to your sixth house getting exalted, so definitely at your work front, or for all those people who are freelance or like self-employed people working in the fields of media, communication, anything to do with the art and creativity, so all those people can get benefited. So definitely friends, Aries Lagna people are definitely heading towards some very good harmonious time within their family life, or I would also say that even within their vicinity, within their circle of influence as well, very good time with their loved ones. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Taurus Lagna people, so now friends, in your case definitely this is the transit of your ascendant lord, so it is definitely going to be helping you in order to progress in the matters of the house where Venus is going to be transiting. So because Venus is going to be transiting in your third house, so definitely your friends is going to be, or your friends are going to be your top priority during this month. Second thing is that for all those people who are working in anything to do with sales, media, marketing, or you're actually awaiting for any sponsorship, any funding, any support from your friends, from your peers, so during this month any of the initiatives taken by you can actually generate some very good results. Definitely friends, because during this time, as you can fairly see, that both like Saturn is aspecting your ascendant lord from the 9th house, and just because Jupiter is also going to be transiting and aspecting, I mean to say, from the 11th house. So definitely friends, like it's a very good time where all of your your mentors and the advisors, specifically the advisors, will guide you in the right direction. And because Jupiter's transit in the house of wish fulfillment is in any way a very good sign, so lot many opportunities, very like demanding social life, and putting your best in any of your art and craft, in any of your endeavors, any of your undertakings, and specifically all those people who are connected with the fields of communication and journalism or like mass media. So all those people can definitely get benefited. And also friends, like during this time, if you have to take any travel or work related travel, that will definitely prove to be very fruitful. Now this could be work related, this could be a leisure trip these days, because you know, it's the summertime, so people go for camping, hiking, or you know, road trips and all of that. So you can consider doing that as well, because you will definitely build some good connections, and everything is going to be very rejuvenating, very relaxing for all the Taurus Lagna people. Moving at friends, now for all the Gemini rising people. So now friends, in your case, Venus becomes a very good friend of your ascendant lord, and it's going to be transiting in your 2nd house. So now friends, definitely this is a very good transit, because Venus in itself tells about your financial state, your like liquid cash, financial inflow. And because many times people get confused, see, 1st house tells about your overall personality, 5th house tells about your vibe, your personal magnetism, but house in a way not only tells about your speech, but it also tells about your facial charm as well. So I would say friends that definitely the charm and magnetism is going to be strong in your face, in your personality. You will be able to use very impressive speech as well. So whether you are connected with the fields of food industry, or woman related products related industry, or public speaking is an integral part of your line of work, so all those people can get benefited. The beauty of this transit is that you will be able to pour out your heart, your emotions while speaking or while interacting in any important situation. Second thing is that friends, like definitely during this time you might have to spend a lot of money on your family members, on your close friends as well. I would say that extravagance nature is something which you have to avoid during this time, because friends, Saturn is going to be aspecting your Venus from the 8th house, so which can give sudden unexpected like high expenses as well. So over there you have to remain a little bit cautious. But the good part over here is that friends, because it's not only the Saturn, but Jupiter is also aspecting your like transiting Venus from the 10th house as well. So during this time, let's say for example, if in your line of work as well, if you have to negotiate any package consideration, or you have to negotiate for any higher or next level role at your place of work as well, so for all those prospects, this transit of Venus in your 2nd house can be seen as a very good news. So overall friends, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Overall, if I were to include, the entry of this feminine planet in your 2nd house will definitely become a reason of happiness. It's just only the matter of extravaganza and the extravagant lifestyle. Over there you have to keep things in control, in check. And definitely if your profession, your livelihood is straight away getting qualified within the boundaries of the planet Venus, then all those people can get benefited during this time. Moving ahead friends, now let's say for example, if you are a Cancer rising person, so definitely friends, in your case Venus becomes a very important planet for you guys. It has got the rulership of your 11th house, of your wish fulfillment, of your income, of your influence, and the 4th house of your domestic life. So the entry of Venus in the first house is definitely going to be bringing lot of attention and limelight onto you. So definitely if you are working in the fields of public profile, art, entertainment, creative industry, all those people can definitely get benefited. Like let's say for example, for long you have been chasing any important project, you want to close any important deal. So during this time, because of the due support of other people, you will be able to do justice to that as well. And definitely friends, during this time, it's not only your friend circle, but the family life or the domestic life might also be a lot of demanding, or will be demanding a lot of your attention and lot of your time as well, and you will be able to do justice to all of that. So definitely friends, like even if you want to if you are on a lookout for any prospective match for yourself, so like for anything to do with the relationship perspective as well, the energy is very positive, is very auspicious. So friends, as you can see that because Jupiter is going to be aspecting your transiting Venus from the 9th house as well. So all those people who are in a way connected with the fields of real estate, home decor, luxury business, or anything to do with the teaching profile and all of that as well, because at the end of the day, as Jupiter is the guru, so Venus is also the preceptor or teacher for the asuras as well, Shukracharya. So overall friends, a good energy, a good vibe, and your personal charm and magnetism will definitely draw a lot of attention towards you. And if you actually want to close any important pending deal or any of the important matters of your domestic life, you can take with complete confidence, because the planetary transit is definitely going to be very much supporting towards you. I would say that specifically for all those people who are in their business, like here I'm not talking about only the service professional. If you are a business connected person, so the grace or the blessing of the goddess of wealth, goddess Lakshmi, will definitely shower on you. Moving at friends, now for all the Leo rising people. So now guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that Venus is going to be transiting in your 12th house. Now Venus becomes a very important planet for you because it has got the rulership of your 3rd house of your skills and 10th house of your profession. So now friends, like let's say for example, if in any way you are trying or applying for any overseas project, so all those people can get benefited. But friends, when we talk about for the general harmony, this is a kind of a sensitive energy, because it might give rise to a lot of expenses, or expenses suddenly going out of your hands, and all the hard work which you have been putting in, you're not getting the due recognition for all of that. So friends, the only thing which I want to say over here is that only if the 12th house related matters are getting qualified in your case, working in the fields of spirituality or healing or detox, relaxation, rejuvenation, adult industry, being a massage therapist, being a healer. So for all those people, this transit or this entry of Venus in the 12th house can still be seen as a very good sign. But apart from that friends, I will not recommend taking any important career related decision during this time. Like let's say for example, if you are in that crossroad that you are thinking about quitting a job or joining a new organization or applying for a new role or something like that, so unless and until your ongoing dashas are not running very favorable, try to avoid all those kind of important decision making when your 3rd house lord and the 10th house lord is going to be transiting in your 12th house. And friends, I have already mentioned this thing, that it is a very good time for experiencing that love and passion in all those things which gives you that degree and sense of fulfillment, and it can be seen as good time for any overseas interest. But for in general relationship management, try to be as clear, as transparent in all of your dealings as much as possible, because it might give wrong message or ambiguity in your communication. So try to remain as clear as it's possible, and this is what I want to say for all the Leo rising people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Virgo rising people. So now guys, in your case, Venus becomes a very important planet for you guys, because it has got the rulership of your 2nd house of your financial inflow and 9th house of your luck and fortune. And Venus is going to be transiting in the important house of your wish fulfillment, of your social networking. So definitely friends, it's not only that Venus is going to be transiting in a very auspicious house, but also it is going to be receiving aspect from some very good planets being transiting in some very good houses, like Jupiter aspecting it from your 7th house, Saturn aspecting it from the 5th house. So I would say, friends, that definitely in your financial undertakings and financial dealing, you can expect some very good news. Like, let's say for example, if you have been chasing any important person, you have been chasing or working hard on any dream project of yours, so during this time you might get a clarity, you might get a closure, you might get a positive leap in those projects of yours. And also, friends, very good time for networking, for socializing, or let's say for example, if you have to launch any product specifically where you want more participation, more followership, more charm, more elegance, more visibility, more acceptance, so this can be seen as a very good time regarding all those endeavors. And definitely for all those people who are single, awaiting to get married, or looking forward to some prospective match and alliances and all of that, so regarding that front as well, this entry of like Venus in the house of wish fulfillment can be seen as a very good sign. So friends, whether you are like working in the fields of fields connected with Venus or not, like if you're working in the fields of fashion, beauty, art, entertainment, luxury goods, cosmetics, clothing, restaurant, so definitely all of you guys can get benefited. But apart from that, friends, like, because as you can fairly see that Venus is going to be transiting in the Cancer sign, which gives us nourishment, and over and above that, specifically the days when in the transit Moon is going to be transiting in its own sign in the Cancer, or Moon is going to be exalted. So I would say those are going to be some very good days when you actually have to come out of your cocoon, come out of your shell, meet people, socialize with people, call your friends, try to spend time with them, because you will definitely receive that sort of nourishment and like a kind of a therapeutic treatment which you are going to be receiving during this time when Venus is going to be transiting from your 11th house of friends, networking and socialization. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Libra rising people. So now guys, in your case, Venus becomes your ascendant lord, and it has got the rulership of your 8th house as well, and it's going to be transiting in your 10th house. So the transit of your ascendant lord in the 10th house just tells about that your whole focus is going to go in the matters of your 10th house. So this transit is going to be very harmonizing at your work front. This transit can actually make you very driven, very determined in any of the professional undertaking. And also, friends, just because in your case Saturn is going to be transiting in your 4th house, but Saturn is going to be aspecting your ascendant lord, and Jupiter is also going to be aspecting your ascendant lord from the 6th house. So in a way you might have to spend some extra hours at your work front. So I would say that during this time the workload at your work front might suddenly increase, but I can assure you that whatsoever hard work you're gonna put in during this time, trust me, because in your case Venus is not only your ascendant lord, it is your 8th house lord as well. So in your case you are capable enough of bringing any change, any transformation which you desire for, specifically this time at your work front. So I would say, friends, that try to remain very focused, and I would say that if you are in any top leadership role, or if in your case you are working in the fields connected with Venus, like fashion, beauty, art, entertainment, restaurant, retail, clothing business, cosmetic business, high-end luxury goods and all of that, so all those people can definitely get benefited. So definitely, friends, a very good time. I would say that if you actually want to restructure any of the things at your work front, or even if you want to present your point of view on any ongoing situation to your bosses, so you will be able to make use of right set of discriminatory intelligence to make things work out in your favor. So overall, friends, I'm definitely looking forward to some harmonizing energy working out for all the Libra people. And definitely, because I have already explained this thing, that Jupiter is in the 6th house, Saturn is in the 4th house, so you might have to spend some additional hours at your work front, but at the end it is going to be very beneficial for you in times to come. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Scorpio rising people. So now, friends, in your case, like Venus becomes a very important planet for you guys. It has got the rulership of your 7th house of your relationship and 12th house of your overseas interest and passion and spiritual inclinations, and it is going to be transiting in your 9th house. So friends, this can be seen as a very good sign, specifically the remedy which I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that let's say for example, either you're working in the fields of Venus, or you're aspiring, or you're like looking out for a prospective partner or match for yourself. So during this time, recitation of the Shri Suktam, Ashtalakshmi Stotra, worship of the Shri Yantra can actually bring some very good results for you. Second thing is that, friends, I would say that specifically all those people who are working in the fields of art, entertainment, creativity, like I would say that even any travel undertaken by you during this time. Now this could be pilgrimage as well, this could be a work related travel as well, but that is definitely going to be proving very harmonizing, very fruitful for all these Scorpio rising people. Second thing is that, friends, definitely the transit of the 7th house lord in the 9th house is always considered as a good energy. Like I would say that specifically for all those people who belong to those traditional communities who still believe in the notion of arranged marriage and all of that. So any of the efforts put in by you can actually materialize some very good results, some very good news regarding that front. Second thing is that, friends, like I have already mentioned this thing, because 7th house also tells about your commercial interest as well. And let's say for example, if you are working in the fields of like either you're working in any multinational organization or working in the fields of immigration business, import export business, so during this time you will be able to seal any important deals of yours as well. So good time for all those people who are working in all these domain. And one thing which I want to say for like all the Scorpions is that, because friends, 9th house is something where we actually find the answers and the guidance and the hope for our future. So let's say for example, if you're already going through any sort of like turmoil kind of situation, deadlock kind of situation, so seeking refuge in religious austerities during this time till the time Venus is transiting in the 9th house will definitely prove to be very therapeutic for all the Scorpio rising people. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Sagittarius rising people. So now, friends, in your case, Venus has got the rulership of your 11th house and the 6th house. And in the transit, Venus is going to be entering your 8th house, which is a kind of a sensitive energy. So now, friends, one thing is for sure, refrain from lending your money to any of your friend during this time, because money spent or money given might not come back. Second thing is that you have to remain very cautious of your behavior, of your activities during this time, because friends, it's not only like Venus which is going to be transiting in the 8th house of scandals, but also Saturn is aspecting it from the 2nd house of your values, of your virtues and all of that. So I would say that refrain from either getting entangled in other people's problems, specifically it's your friends, and secondly, friends, like any secretive clandestine activities, any outburst of your bottled up emotions and all of that. Because friends, like the way I have already mentioned this thing, that when we talk about the energy of commitment, that could be a domain of Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus, or Venus even being exalted. But when we talk about Venus's influence in the Cancer, and specifically if it is taking place in some sensitive houses, it might give the outburst of some like wrongly misdirected emotions. So I would say refrain from those kind of outbursts or misunderstanding any of the wrong signs. Many times what happen is that people just misunderstand any platonic relationship, any casual infatuation as love and all of that. So refrain from getting misguided in these kind of situation and scenarios. Friends, the only one aspect where I can see people can get benefited is definitely if you are working in the fields of art, entertainment, creativity, spirituality, occult sciences, any of the matters of the research. So over there could be some breakthrough which can come, but apart from that, in general, this is a kind of a sensitive energy where all the matters of your relationship and your loved relationship as well, you have to remain very cautious. And also friends, I have already mentioned this thing, that because Venus in your case has got the rulership of your daily work life as well, all those people who are like your juniors, your subordinates and all of that. So I would say that over there as well, things might go haywire. Suddenly there could be some misunderstanding and all of that. So if you already know that there are those people at your work front, you do not get along well with them, so try to remain as diplomatic as possible, as transparent as possible, because you do not want to give some wrong signs, wrong provoking messages to people which can actually incite any fight or any ugly situation. So refrain from all those kind of engagements. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Capricorn people. So friends, for the Capricorn rising people, as you can clearly see that Venus becomes your Karka planet, and Venus is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So definitely friends, this can be seen as a good news, because friends, in your case, Venus has got the rulership of your 10th house and the 5th house. Now friends, there are certain alignments where I want to remain very transparent. See, if let's say let's take the case of Aries Lagna people. So if you will find that see, as you know that in the case of the movable signs and all of that, so the 11th house lord becomes Badhak, so that means a planet of obstruction. So what do you think, that the Aries Lagna people, in their case, Saturn in any case is a slow moving planet, and because it has got the rulership of the 10th house of your profession, 11th house of your gains, so it means it is gonna be an obstruction forever. And also there are those scenarios where people say that whenever a planet who is the Karaka of that house, significator of that house, whenever that planet goes into that house in transit or in the natal placement, it destroys the signification of that house. So friends, trust me, in all these dictums there are certain do's and don'ts. You cannot just go by the exact language of the classical text, because there things get cancelled or get supplemented with so many other placements. So my take and my interpretation for this entry of Venus in the 7th house for the Capricorn rising only has got good side or good version attached to it. So now definitely for all those people who are already in a relationship, so overtures and experiences of love, harmony can be experienced, and for all those people who have been single, they can also run into some prospective match during this time. Second thing is that friends, because in your case Venus has got the rulership of your 10th house as well, and friends, the 10th house lord going in the 7th house is kind of a Uchpad Raj Yoga. And the second thing is that because it's not only your 10th house but also your 5th house as well, your intellect, your risk-taking abilities, speculative interest. So overall friends, I can say this thing with complete confidence that whether you are working in the fields connected with Venus or not during this time, if you are already in that stage, putting in efforts and doing hard work, and your dashas are also running favorable, so all of the hard work done by you can give rise to lot many appreciation, rewards, being considered for some new role. And the same thing is getting applicable for all those people who have their own business, freelance people. And definitely friends, even if you are working in the fields of a public domain or working for the government, or you are a politician, you are a established actor, so this can be seen as a very good news that definitely all of the hard work done by you is going to be well received, well appreciated by your audience, by the world. Now friends, just because Saturn is going to be transiting right over there in your 1st house, so it is kind of a exchange of the Saturn is actually expecting your transiting Venus in the 7th house. So the only one thing which I want to say over here is that try to remain bit disciplined pertaining to the matters of a relationship. Any frivolousness, any kind of casual approach towards the feminine can actually land you in some sort of trouble. But if only you can remain disciplined towards your approach, your attitude towards female, towards a woman, I would say that this entry of Venus, your Yog Karaka planet in the 7th house, only has got good connotation, good interpretation attached to it. And I can say this thing with confidence, whether you have your own business, whether you are a student, or whether you are working in any salary job and you are considering for a new role, you have to give any presentation, you have to present anything, you have to launch a product, start a new website, start a new product line. So this can be seen as a very good time when you can consider doing all of that. Because friends, as you can see that even Jupiter is transiting in your 3rd house, like 3rd house of initiatives. So because Jupiter in a water sign and Venus, another benefic planet in a water sign, so overall energies are actually running very favorable for all the Capricorn Lagna people. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Aquarius rising people. So now guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that Venus is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So now friends, although Venus is a Yog Karaka planet for you guys, but just because as you can see that Saturn is transiting in your 12th house. So Saturn aspecting your transiting Yog Karaka planet from the 12th house, and like Venus in your case is the house lord of your Dharmasthana, and it is also kind of being transiting in the 6th house. So over there, the only recommendation which I want to give to all the Aquarius rising people is that try not to leave things on luck. Try to work as hard as possible. Try to remain very realistic, because friends, over here you have to understand this thing, because 6th house has got lot of degree and sense of duties and responsibilities which demands a lot of discipline. And let's say for example, if you have got a very casual approach, so this casual approach might land you in trouble. And as you know friends, this thing that Venus's influence in the Cancer has everything to do with the misinterpretation or management of your emotions. So like the way you have to manage your relationship, that is the only reason we say that Venus is the significator of relationship, and Venus in the Taurus, Venus in the Libra knows how to handle relationship, how to manage the relationship. But when Venus is in the Cancer, that too in the 6th house, and receiving aspect from some very sensitive houses, I would say that whether it's the matters of your important financial dealings or anything to do with the resolving or arbitrating any conflicting situation at your work front as well. You are on a top management and you have to reconcile or negotiate any important deal, or you have to reconcile or negotiate any of the conflict within your team members. So try to be as diplomatic as possible. Giving way towards the overwhelming emotions might land you in a embarrassing situation. That is the only one thing which I want to say. And also friends, during this time, keep a healthy balance and check of your finances, of your health, and of your fitness. So these are the only few things which I want to say for all the Aquarius rising people. Be very cautious, very careful of your financial dealing, your financial management during this time. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces rising people, so now guys, in your case, Venus is not a very auspicious planet for your rising sign, because it has got the rulership of your 3rd house and the 8th house, both of the two very sensitive houses. But its transit in the 5th house can be seen as a very good sign, because friends, in any case right now in your ascendant lord is in a very strong dignity, and over and above that, see, 5th house is the house of the Gyan, of the knowledge. So because of which, definitely for all those people who are like in any way, whether you are a spiritual seeker, you are a seeker of holy text or spiritual knowledge, or you are a very very ardent follower of Vedas and all of that, so definitely all those people can get benefited. Because friends, because when we talk about both of these two planets, whether your ascendant lord or Venus, they are in a way preceptors of Guru only. One is the Guru of the Daityas, Asuras, demons, and another is the preceptor, teacher of the gods. So it is a very good time for students, for people connected with the fields of art, entertainment, creativity. So definitely a very good time. Second thing is that friends, I would also say that even in the matters of the relationship, it's a very positive news, because had it been only Venus in the 5th house, that too in the Cancer sign, I would have said that you might misinterpret or misread the signs of friendship or infatuation or platonic relationship as true love. But just because Jupiter is also aspecting it and Saturn is also aspecting it, so because of which they are definitely going to make you or put you in a situation that you will be able to see things clearly. And second thing is that, friends, like I would say that because in your case Venus has got the rulership of the third house as well, so definitely all those people who are connected with the fields of entertainment, creativity, you are a freelance person, you are a self-employed person, so all those people can get benefited. Only in the matters of the speculation, I would say that take some calculative risk. But when we talk about all those people who have to give any sort of performances, like you are a musician, you are an actor, you might get many audition calls during this time, and the way you are going to be experimenting with your craft, with your look, and the way you are going to be presenting yourself, you might be able to book the job as well, because the planetary presence of Venus in the 5th house has everything to do with your personal magnetism, the kind of charm and glow you have in your personality. So overall, friends, a very good news, a very good transit for all the Pisces rising people. Now, whether you talk about from the academic knowledge perspective, spiritual wisdom knowledge perspective, art, entertainment, creativity perspective, or even when we talk about any of the important commercial decision making as well, some very good news, some very good recreational, fun loving side of yours will manifest with this transit of Venus in your 5th house. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming transit of Venus in the Cancer sign on August 7th. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.